Okay, so everything's dead?
Okay, so yeah, everything is dead. You guys are in the caves. The cave to your right, which is where the big mound was. If you remember last time you were in there, there was like a big room with some like bags and boxes and lots of sleeping mats and things. There are sleeping hay piles in there. Not really hay, it's like nests. It did continue on a little bit further. And then you've also got the path that you went down, Eru, that looks like it goes perhaps outside. Yeah, you can tell. There's a little bit of light glimmering at the end, which is where everyone ran off to.
Okay.
There was packs and stuff though down there, right? Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, there's a couple packs, some boxes. Zarik kicked a ring as he was walking in.
It's over here, isn't it? This is the room.
Yeah, that's the room.
Okay. We just came in from the other side, so.
Yep.
There's still a lot of cats in here.
Are you guys going down to investigate that room?
Yes,
I need to be summoned.
Okay, I want to go talk to Intar.
Okay.
I figured I've tried to learn a couple
Intar's kind of standing in the hallway, kind of like keeping his way out of the way, but he's relieved now that everything is dead.
Say, we are going to. There was more to this cave. We are going to inspect it. You okay?
I'd like to get out of here.
Do you? The reason we came down here is we were looking for someone named Yendra. Do you know her?
Yeah, we had this conversation before. I know Yendra.
Did we? Okay.
We had a talk.
I couldn't remember because there was so much happening.
Yeah.
What did I learn?
Well, let me see.
I don't have any new notes.
She learned that she was questioning him about what they found and what they were doing with what they found and where it was going.
The urn, right? Okay.
Yeah. And they had found an urn. They went out to a dig site, or they made a dig site basically just near the hinge of the moon.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
And like right as the invasion came in, and they got out, and delivered it to their buyer, but they don't know any names.
They didn't know the name of the buyer. They said that he would recognize the ship if he saw it. They didn't know the name of the ship. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll tell him you can go. It hopefully is clear back the other way, or you can wait for us to leave.
I think I'd like to stay with you guys. And he looks around at all the carnage.
Maybe Crack can come with him. Can go with him.
If you're okay with that, I'll escort him back.
Okay.
Yeah, Krog. Why don't you go ahead and get him out of here?
Okay.
Saren's shaking a little bit.
Are you okay, Saren?
Yeah.
They head down the caves.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, okay. I'll start heading down to the thing, and that's still real squeezy, right?
Yeah. Especially this part. So like the corridor you were in before was much rounder. This one is a much more crude dig. Like it fits these little guys fine, but you guys are certainly squeezing in there.
Okay, I'm gonna just use the adrenaline that I have and just like sprint down the thing as fast as I can, so I don't have to think about it until I get to, because I know there's a big room down there, so I can get to that big room.
Is everyone going? Zarik?
Yep.
Sarah?
Yep.
Okay, so in this room, you've got a big, it's just a big domed room. It's been carved out. It's still in the dirt, so you can see like roots coming through and all that. It's pretty mucky in there. There's kind of a moist floor, just mud, dirt. In the center of the room, you've got a bunch of boxes and a couple bags, and just like there's some piles of clothing and other what's the word for clothing? Textiles, just sort of piled in there. In the left side of the room, there's some more boxes as well, and some other clothing as well over on the left side.
I want to just go through all this stuff and see what it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
So, as you rummage through here, you find... I'm not going to give you an investigation. Do you want to spend some time here doing this?
Yeah, I'll spend
a few minutes at least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So amongst the packs, you find these are not any sort of like adventure packs or anything like that. They're just sort of standard. Like one is just like a messenger bag, just kind of a sling bag. One is a pack, but it's more like a. You can probably make out it's Eric. What's his name? The guy that just left. Starts with an E. The guy that just went back with
Entar?
Entar's. Entar's bag. I got too many E names in here. Entar's bag. You can tell it's probably his. And amongst the stuff, you find a pick. You find some shovels, and you find a few. There's 3 water skins in there. You find of note. You find a locket, a emerald locket.
Oh, hey. Someone was looking for this.
I think it was an emerald. I think it was an emerald locket. You find a gold tooth in there, like a fang.
You gotta take candle.
You find a spyglass.
Ooh.
A spyglass.
You find 3 rings in there as well. One of them was kicked along the floor by Zarik. And you also find a leg, but not a human leg, but a Maru leg.
A Wirt's leg.
Wirt's leg. That's exactly what I
You
thought
find
too. God
Maru,
damn.
a Maru red, a robot leg.
If we combine this in the Herodric cube,
With the rest of Old's body, we
Take
can
it.
bring him back.
yeah, we can bring him back.
You
I can
have
go back
quite
to
a
playing
treasure
old.
there.
You have quite the treasure there in that Herodric cube.
All right. I will take. I mean, how are we gonna split this up?
Of the clothing here, you find it's all pretty standard, like port side town, just tunic and pants and bandanas and cloth. It's just real basic stuff. A lot of it's been kind of torn up, like they were using it for something, but nothing really very nice. The only thing nice is you got a couple bags, and of course the stuff I mentioned.
Can I do an Arcana check on the rings? See if they're magical.
You can try.
No, because I've already got him.
Oh, 19.
A couple of them look like just standard like bands. The other one does have some intricate writing on it that you notice.
Don't make me pick up some detect magic after a rest.
Can you do that as a druid?
Yes,
I'll
you
take the emerald necklace. Since I saw a post about that. Emerald
Oh yeah, is the Emerald
locket.
Necklace magical too? With that roll? I don't know.
You don't know. You have to roll again for that one.
Dang, okay. I'll do
Uh,
it.
yeah, can I roll for this emerald locket? See what I can discern about it?
Sure.
Is it Arcana?
Aw, okay.
No.
It's nice.
It looks like an emerald locket.
It's like Elven made.
Okay, I'd tell Johnny Cheeks about the one of the rings. Looks
I
special.
go, oh, thanks. And I take it from him.
I'll hold up the ring. This is the ring.
Who are you again?
And I put it in my pocket.
He's like, I think this one might be magic. And I'm like, ah, sweet.
Yoink.
That's my ring.
I already
Back
took
away
it out of
from
your
my ring.
hand, boss.
Nope.
Also, I got
Sorry.
here first, son.
He did beat you to it,
Alright.
David.
So those 3
I'm like
rings,
a little,
emerald
little treasure
locket,
goblin.
Gold tooth,
gold
spyglass,
tooth, spyglass.
3 rings.
I guess I'll take the spyglass. I don't care about the gold tooth. Someone should grab it though. How big is the tooth?
It's decent. It's bigger than a human. It's good sized. It would
Look like it would fit in the thing's mouth when it was a big wolf.
yeah, but yes and no. It's about that size, but not that. He didn't have. It's about that size, but not that type. It's more like a,
like a
more like what Zarik has.
I hold it up to Zarik's face. This looks like it could go in a mouth that was bigger than yours, but like yours. You
Okay,
recognize it?
I'll take it. I go no, but I will sell it when I get home for over 100
Why
gold.
would you sell it? It's
Can I have that? Thanks. I'm gonna go sell this.
maybe
It'll give me a
someone
ton
else
of
should
money.
hold on to that.
When I go home to a bunch of kobolds, I could sell this for like over 100 gold.
A little bigger than a little bigger than a kobold mouth.
Okay,
Doesn't
so I got
matter.
a
Kobolds dying
spyglass.
for this thing somewhere.
I got a
somewhere in the
spyglass and I
capital.
got the emerald locket, and I guess he's gonna do something with that. Okay. Okay. Was there anything further down? Did anyone check?
I'll head that
Uh,
way.
What?
I'll go with.
Okay, it gets real tight down the further you go. And
I'm staying in this
real
room
windy,
until I hear.
and it's very crude, very crudely dug out.
I'll push my way through as far as I can go.
You
I'll be in front.
it takes you a good 20 minutes of squeezing through this thing, and you come into an opening that just leads into a large cave system, a large pit. As you peek into, you can't see the bottom, just a large cave that this opens up into, and there's a small opening in this cave, and then it goes into limestone or stone, and then it's just open pit.
Look over into the pit. What do I see?
You can't see the bottom.
Can't see long, even with the 300 feet.
Yeah. From this cave, 300 feet, you can just see the far wall of this thing. It's about a 250 foot, like, circumference, not circumference, diameter. And in the far wall, you can see those little holes. There's probably a dozen of them, kind of pocketed into the side of this cave. Who knows how far down that goes?
Any like little rocks or anything around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop one in and see if I can hear it hit the bottom.
Count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000.
Yeah, it takes a while to go. You figure it probably goes. Give me a intelligence check.
Ooh, I'll assist.
That's more wisdom. Give me a wisdom check.
Sweet.
Okay, I will
I will
assist.
guide myself.
It's a good 1,000 feet.
My 10.
19.
19.
Okay, yeah, that's probably, you figure about 1,200 feet down.
Wow. Do I know?
And you
of
hear a
anything that-
bloop as it splashes in some water.
Guys, this is like Minecraft. Jump down, we'll be
1,000
fine.
feet down. That's like a insanely deep hole.
Insanely deep hole. Some deep hole that strange creatures might come out of.
Are we on a mountain or are we at sea level? If we're at sea level, it's starting to get hot at the bottom of that hole.
You are at sea level.
The bottom of
You're
that
right.
hole's hot.
It is pretty hot, isn't it? Creatures that maybe have lava blood might come out of a hole like that. Your adventure mind tells you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start heading back to the group.
Jump. Okay. You come back to the group. They're in that domed area there.
I think we need to find a way to cave this in. There's a big
Okay.
hole in there. Big old hole. Goes down about 1,200 feet.
Okay. I mean, I can dig, but that's about all I've got to offer. Is there anything like explosive in this room?
Explosive?
Yeah. Like we've seen bombs from the
flammable. No, nothing like that here.
Okay. I don't see.
You can try to
anything
light your
do with it.
spyglass.
Yeah. I'm going to not do that.
Look down the hole with your spyglass.
That way I can
The darkness is
I
even
can
closer.
amplify 300 feet. That's like the darkness
Yeah.
is right in front of me.
Mold earth, some steps down there.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I was watching
dude.
Frozen 2 the other day, and Elsa has mold earth. She was in that cave, you know, jumping along, and she was like jumping on those steps. She was just molding earth as she walked.
I haven't seen that movie, but
Oh man,
man,
you would love it.
it sounds like Elsa is a really good wizard. She knows how to utilize her spells.
It's
in
more
the most
mold ice
optimal
though,
way.
not really dirt though.
Yeah, well, she's an ice wizard. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
She's got shape water, ice and water.
Yeah, she's just got extreme shaped water. That's what it is.
Mhm.
I remember seeing a clip from that thing. Looked like the animation in that movie looks incredible. The one where the waves are coming in and she blasts the ice out onto the waves.
Yeah, when she's on the beach, that's
runs
probably
up
the
it.
neatest. That's the coolest part of the movie. Where it's
God
like,
dang!
this is
I
animation.
saw that clip. I saw that clip and I was like, that water looks incredible.
Yeah.
Like everything looks photoreal except for her. All right.
Okay.
Well, I watched them go down the hall and I'm like, yeah, I'm good on that. And I just like,
Hall's a stretch of a word. It's a pretty small tunnel.
I'll yell down to them. You guys finding anything down there?
They're like spelunking through some it's dirt, but it's kind of squeezing through the thing.
Yeah, I came back and
Zarik
told
has no
everybody.
problems with it.
Oh,
Zarik loves this place.
he likes tunnels.
Reminds him of
He likes
home.
holes.
Okay, well, if we can cave it in, great, but let's get out of here.
Yeah.
And I'll take a few deep breaths. Do a little bouncing. Then I'll start going back up the narrow tunnel and back to the other room. And then up and out.
And then up and out.
You going out the way you came?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to go outside of town.
Okay. It takes you a little bit. It was a decent trudge to get back here, but you make your way back to the locksmith.
Is anyone able to do any sort of cave-in? Or are we going to just try to tell the sheriff about it? See if he can do it.
Tell somebody. I can't do anything about it.
Okay. Okay. We go back up to the locksmith's building. Move the... Actually, I'm going to leave the bookcase out so that when they come in, they can see it.
Okay.
A little easier. Okay.
As you push that bookcase open, when you guys go in there, you can hear the faintest sound of a little jingle as that string gets pulled taut as you open it up.
Okay. But there's nothing on the way back. It's still clear.
Yep, still clear.
All right. The sheriff, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get move on.
I want to walk by that job board again and see who was missing that emerald locket.
Let's see. I think I had it on my other list here. Oops. Oh. So the locket was wanted by someone named, where is she? Mara.
Can I figure out who the rings go to? You said there's there's 3 of them, right?
Do you have the rings?
Yeah,
Yes, 2 of them apparently.
2 of them.
Do you have the okay? Yeah. There's no engraving or anything. They're just pretty typical bands. Nothing. One looks gold, one's silver.
Okay, I'll go to the.
One's gold. Does it have dark elvish writing?
Does not.
You got to throw it in the fire first.
Yeah.
And you got to run off for like 16 years to figure out if it's the right one. So
Yeah.
Does it say where Mara is?
yeah, she's the wheelwright. So the wheelwright. So
Okay, is that on the way to the sheriff's office, or is it the sheriff before that?
small town. It's before the sheriff if you're on your way there.
I
Okay,
had a side
I will
quest,
stop off there
actually.
then.
I gotta go tell this guy's wife that I saved him.
You didn't save him.
I did.
You weren't there looking for that guy. You were looking
You're
for
looking
someone
for
else.
you're looking for someone else.
Oh, yep, he's dead then.
Then
Well,
we're
I'll
on
go
down
tell her that he's dead.
So you go to Mara, and she's a half she's a half elf.
So you're looking for an emerald locket of some kind?
I'm not. My daughter lost it. It was mine. It was my grandmother's. Her mother's.
Where did she lose it?
We lost it on the way. I think we lost it on the way here. We were living out at the farmlands, and when the attack hit, we just ran. And when we got back in town, we tried to find our items, and so we found we lost it.
Which direction are the farmlands?
East, ocean's west.
Okay.
Farmlands are east.
Okay.
Just, I could have sworn we had it on the way here, but when we got and unpacked, it was gone.
Is everyone in your family here and accounted for?
Well, we lost our my father and my uncle are still out there. I hope they're still with us.
Was there a reward or anything on that posting?
Yeah, it was. We'll say 10 silver, a gold.
A gold. I'll pull out the emerald locket. Is this the one you were missing?
And she holds her hand out. She says, "Yeah, that's it." She says, thank you so much. And she yells back into the house in this little hut they're in. And this little girl comes in and brings a bag. She digs into there, and she like pulls out. You get 20 copper and 8 silver that she manages to pull out of the bag and hand to you.
So keep your money. I just happened upon it.
You know what? Thank you.
Zariki's gonna put on
You're
his
welcome.
2 new rings that he
If only
found.
everyone was around here was like you.
Well, here's hoping that the people you are missing show up soon. And I will go to the sheriff's office.
Okay. Sheriff is leaning back in his chair, looking at he's got a parchment in his hands.
Sheriff.
Yeah.
Seem to have maybe solved your missing persons problem.
I wouldn't call it a problem. Folks, they travel around. Well, what you got?
Underneath your town, there's a lot of dead people. There was some imps down there. We cleared out most of it, but there was apparently a big hole. There might be more. You should send someone down there to cave in the rest of it, I think.
From around the corner, the deputy that you guys talked a while back comes through. He's like, "See, I told you there was something going on. He says, show me." And then the sheriff can't even get a word in. He starts marching out the door. "Come on, show me."
Is the sheriff acting like... Do I get the idea that he already knew about this?
Give me an insight check.
I will do that as well.
That was not great.
Yeah, sure.
24.
The sheriff
Is anything...
gives you the impression that he doesn't want to know about this. He would rather you not have come in here. Doesn't he?
Give him one of these. I'll take the deputy over to the locksmith and say, "Down past that bookcase. If you're going to go in there, though, be very careful. There were small impish creatures. Like I said, we cleared most of them out, but there could be more, and I don't fancy going back down there."
I'll go in with him.
He'll climb down a little bit, kind of step in just a bit, and look around. He says, "You didn't kill all of them?"
Some of them, well, I'm not there. Or how far down did he go?
He's only like 10 feet in, just
Oh,
enough
so
to sort of
so-
see the
yeah.
tunnel and climb out and see it.
Once you keep going past there's a room with some cages and bones in it. If you go to the right, there are lots of them. We killed lots of them in that way. And then further right, there's a big hole that we could not go down. Go to the left. It looks like it goes back outside, but some of them ran that way, and we did not pursue.
Okay, well, I'll get a crew in here. We'll get these bones out of here, and we'll keep an eye on this place. We'll get something taken care of.
Good luck.
He nods to you, and he holds his hand out and shakes your hand, Saren.
Shake his hand.
Alright, I'm gonna put on my rings. Does anything happen?
No.
Go invisible. Everything looks like a negative to you. How are you feeling,
They are
Saren?
very big on your hands. Those rings.
What about my thumb?
The deputy climbs out, and you can see him fast walk his way back over to the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Olympic speed walking.
I think
People are getting in the way. He's like, move! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! And he's booking it towards the building.
I think we've done what we can for, at least for the sheriff's department. I am a bit concerned about your sisters.
Yeah, let's get a move on.
Are you okay to go today, or do you need to rest?
Yeah,
We likely won't be able to rest on the road.
I could use rest.
Okay, we'll go tomorrow.
Some time to think, I guess.
You guys hear across the murmur of the crowd, the ruckus of the crowd, you hear a word that perks your ears up. The word Lamu. As you look over and you see a fella standing up on a box, sort of at the corner of a town, and he's just shouting that the Tempest is here now. He said, no one shall be spared. Give your soul to Lamu. And he's just repeating that over and over again. He looks at people and he's yelling at them. Give your soul to Lamu. You're all dead anyway.
That's not great. Find a spot away from that. So
Would I know what Lamu is?
You do not.
Okay.
You can give me a religion check. Or give me a history check.
Oh, I just okay.
Okay, either way. You do not.
Either way.
If as we're walking, I'll go over to Sunny Cheeks and say, was your name Sunny? May I call you Sunny?
He doesn't listen.
He doesn't. He just looks down.
Oh, sorry. I was typing. I came back from telling that guy from going, hey, I found. Oh, wait. No. Your husband's name was. Oh, I'm sorry. He's dead. And now I'm back. I'm like, what's up with that guy over there talking about Lamu?
I'm not sure. You are quite helpful down there.
Oh, thanks.
Are you,
I try to be very helpful.
we are going to be moving out soon. If you would like to join us, I think you've proven your worth.
I mean, yeah, sure. Makes sense to me. My house is gone now, so doesn't even
Sorry to
matter.
hear that.
That's okay. It wasn't that great.
Well, formal introductions, and I'll go through everyone. This is Zurich, Saren. I am Eru. That is Krog over there. He often has a bellyache.
Yeah, he's not looking too good today.
I'm not sure what it is. He must be eating something while we are not looking. I don't know.
Does he have IBS?
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, you guys
We're
were
going
great.
to.
I don't know what
head out tomorrow.
you were trying to hide a lot.
It's kind of my thing.
You weren't doing a very good job of it that fight either.
Yeah, because I'm like standing there and I just see a guy like running across the room and going. I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah, that was a bit nerve-wracking for me. We are going to head out tomorrow if you would like to join us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we're going
Get
to
out of this
set up
area
camp over
anyways.
there. And I'll set
Ooh,
up
camping out in the
set up-
woods.
Set up, well, in town.
Oh,
Set up a tent.
a
When we
tent
get,
in
when we
town.
get sort of settled in.
Yeah, you're sort of this whole town is kind of packed with tents from displaced folks and refugees from the farms that have come in.
This is going to be a watch the VOD kind of episode because apparently
It's
the Twitch is crapping again.
It's a Occupy Port Illidan looking.
Yeah.
Just tents everywhere. When we get settled in, I'll go over to Sarah and I'll say, Are you okay? You looked a bit shaken.
Yeah. I've never done that before.
I didn't get a good look. What happened?
I honestly don't know. I reached out for Mithra and asked for her help, and then that happened.
Oh, that was you? The light in the tunnel?
Yeah.
That was great. That was perfect. And I go back to setting up my tent.
I just kind of like look up, like, don't say anything. I didn't know I've never been gifted powers like that before. And I thought because I couldn't do things like that, I wasn't supposed to hurt anything. But am I supposed to be fighting? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Now that I've been given this?
That depends on what you think.
I think that
Are you
decision
a
is still
fighter?
yours.
Are you a fighter or are you a healer?
I don't think they're mutually exclusive, but I still think that decision is up to you. There are obviously you are a shield for Mithra. Does Mithra have people who act as a sword?
I'm the only one that's ever been able to use these powers that I know of, at least in that community. It's just kind of a lot right now. I think I just need to think on it, kind of gather myself.
Of course. If you need to talk, I'm here.
I appreciate that, Aaron. I'll let you know in the morning what's going on. Hopefully,
Be
I can
afraid to talk.
process this.
Don't be afraid
I'm,
to talk to anyone. And then Zurich leaves.
Peace.
Where
Don't be
does
afraid to talk.
where does
Bye.
Zarik go?
Into an inn, maybe.
Okay.
Zurik's like, I'm not sleeping.
As you step into an inn, you go into the Sanguine Seal. That's what the name of it was. You see Janshai, Roland, and Susanna. And they pick you up as soon as you walk in, and they come rushing over to you. And they say, Zarik, right? That's your name? Roland speaking.
Can I help you?
Says, where's the rest of you? Are you still with your posse?
Yes.
So
They're here.
Says,
Somewhere.
well, can we talk to him? We got something big.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take him to him.
Quiet.
Tell me what it is first. Tell me what it is first before I tell them.
And he's looking around. He says, come sit. And they pull up a chair in the inn. And he says, so, Eru, the elf that's with you?
Yes.
You know Eru.
Yes.
He said something about, that was kind of weird. Windeth just gave us the room and then left. Got us thinking. So we kind of did some looking around and we found something.
What'd you find?
Well, I'd like you to look at it because I don't really know what I'm looking at.
Okay, I take a look at it.
Well, okay. So they lead you upstairs, up into their room. And
Alright.
as you go into this room, it's just a small little inn. It's just got a couple beds in there. One of the beds has been pushed to the side.
Okay.
And they lead you over and they say, go take a look. They stand there, wait for you to go look. And then under the bed, where they have pushed it aside, is a little, one of the floorboards has been popped out. And inside this hole is a key.
Where does this key lead to?
No, I don't know. That's why we went to go find you. But don't touch it. It's trapped.
I take a look. Where's the trap?
Roll me a investigation.
Oh no. Ooh, okay, it's not that bad. How about this go? Oh, 20.
Ah, okay. So you find that there is a, it's as you're looking around, you can see there's a small little slit, just to the side on one of the. It's like a plank wood floor, and on the plank above where this hole is, there's like a little hole. It's like a little keyhole. Maybe you can slip something into that will disable whatever is trapping it.
I don't have anything like that, do I?
Like a fine dagger or
Ah.
something slender would be able to fit in there. Do you have thieves' tools?
I don't have thieves' tools, but I have a dagger.
Okay, you should. Yeah, you probably get a dagger to get in there and disconnect this trap.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So as you fiddle it in there, and you can see this little springed mechanism that thing sticks out over the hole, and then stops. Doesn't reset itself. And it's just a little spike that comes out.
Okay. Can I grab the keys?
You can grab the key.
I'll grab it.
It's a golden key, or golden color anyway. Metal, just a metal key, decent sized.
Okay. I tell him to come with me, and we'll talk to Arrow about this.
Okay, they go with you.
Okay, I go find Arrow, and I show him the key.
What is this?
It's a key. I was
I
wondering,
can
maybe
see
you
that.
know.
What? Why are you showing it to me?
Aki.
Oh, maybe you know about it. You're the thief in the group. Does it have something to
Thieves
do
don't
with?
normally use keys, but sure, I'll take a look. I'll sort of look it over. Are there any engravings on it? Anything that I could identify?
Go ahead and give me an investigation. Don't say it, wrist. It's all green, but don't say anything. Just pretend like it's bad.
21.
It's the only thing you really pick up. It's a metal key. It has clearly been used a lot because the end that goes into the lock has been scuffed up pretty good. Other than that, it's a pretty standard looking key. Nice looking key, but standard.
Where did this come from?
One of the inns. It was one of the rooms in the inn. One of their
Is it
rooms.
theirs? I'll point past him to. I assume that they followed him.
Yeah, and they come up and they say, "It was in. We were talking to you about a Windeth, and it got us to thinking that is kind of weird. And so we went snooping around, and we found this thing. And it got Genshai pretty good. And Genshai shows his hands all kind of like this black, his veins are kind of black around his hand, and he's like slowly holds his hand up and he shows you the wound.
Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, it hurt. I think my loot playing days might be over.
That's a shame.
And they say, yeah, we didn't know what to do about it. But something's funny. And then Susanna speaks up. And she says, I think I saw Elwindith at the docks last night. She was on an old ship, a ship that I am familiar with. Maybe she's joining them.
This key was in her room?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she put it there, or do you think it was there before?
Well, I don't know. Roland says, you got us thinking maybe that's kind of weird that she had a room when we got back. Like she already had a room. And then she just left and let us have it.
Well, I suppose we can go check the boat that you think you saw her go onto.
Susanna's like, I'm gonna No, I don't. Y'all stay back. You guys go ahead. I'll keep an eye on the inn.
Insight check. Why is she staying back?
She's no
She
need to
doesn't wanna
roll.
die, dude.
She's very uncomfortable with that boat.
What's wrong with that boat?
I used to serve on that boat. Okay.
Break time number
As
2.
as a cook?
Yeah. Among other things, it's a pirate.
Okay.
And we didn't leave on the best of terms.
Huh. And you think, looking at Genshai and Roland, and you think that you should just go up there and be like, hey, we found your key.
You look at each other, like, well, that's why we came to you. That didn't sound like a good idea, though. Just thought it was weird. You know, you got us thinking about it. We thought we should do some looking around, and well, we found that. We can put it back.
I'll look over at Saren and Zarik. Do you think?
I'll let you guys think about it as we take a break.
Hey.
We are back. Maybe I won't drop 16,000 frames the next
Woo,
hour and a half.
16,000 frames, dude. It was a slideshow. I pulled it up, and it was just
Oh,
the
yeah.
audio was fine, but we were just going.
It's all green now. Here. I pushed the button to come back. I have lowered my bit rate. So hopefully we're nice and smooth now. But I haven't dropped the break time. I didn't drop any frames. I know you guys are excited for that. I hope I don't forget. I guess I remember not to forget to raise my bitrate back up when I play other stuff. Otherwise, it's going to be ugly.
You making this stream ugly?
Yep.
Oh, no. What are we going to do? How could anybody watch this not in full 1080p HD?
I know. It's going to be 60 frames per second or 3. One or the other.
Just change it down to 24 frames per second. That'll save a lot of bandwidth.
Yeah.
30.
I can't change that, though. In mid stream, I can change bitrate, but I can't change the resolution.
Oh, yeah, you can't change those kind of settings.
Yep.
Time to turn it off again. Lemon cake, baby.
We're back?
Lemon cake. Where'd David go?
I don't know.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Rick
ran off.
Yeah, we'll wait for him to come back.
Switch over to Crit Roll's 40K stream. Are they doing Warhammer?
40K viewers. They're doing Mighty Nine Reunion Part 1 tonight.
That's what I was thinking. Warhammer. Oh, and you're missing it for us, Isaac.
Yep.
What a
I'll
swell
watch it
guy.
tomorrow.
You can watch the rerun
I will
afterwards.
listen to it while I'm driving at work.
There you go. Yeah, 40K. I was like, oh, Warhammer's sick. There's a Warhammer.
I'm back.
There's a Warhammer tabletop role playing or system.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean like D&D where you're one character? Oh, like in that universe.
Yeah.
So you can all be
I don't know if it's.
You can all be Space Marines or something and go in and.
I don't know if it's 40. I don't know if it's based in 40K or in Warhammer Fantasy. Warhammer Fantasy is wild too.
Well, I love to do. I love to do
it these days.
I love to
Age
do a
of
Lord of
Sigmar.
the Rings setting campaign. I think that'd be fun.
That's just D&D.
But it takes place during like the War of the Ring.
Yeah, there's a Lord of the Rings 5 like a 5e version.
Oh, there's a Warhammer Fantasy and about 40K system. A 40K system would be nuts because the 40K universe is just off the walls bonkers.
I need to roll 700 dice for this one attack.
That's the miniatures game.
Oh, I rolled 600 dice and only 2 hits. Dang.
I've painted a lot of Warhammer figures, but I never played the game.
The game is
You're
fun.
not missing out that much.
The game is fun depending on who you're playing with, because if you're playing with the wrong people, the game is the worst. If you're playing with the right people who are, just trying to have a good time.
I know who you're talking about.
Well, not just those guys, but like even people like when I was a kid, I'd go to the game stores and play with people, and like, god dang,
My big brother.
yeah, dude, your brother was the worst. Dude, if you even started to win the game, he's like, well, actually, my rule book says this, and you're like, you don't play that army, so you're like, okay, and he's like, I roll 600 dice. Wham! He's like, your biggest thing is dead, and I'm like, all right.
uh,
Ugh, rough.
Yeah, Twitch
Worm
has
is
it.
ton of
Twitch
fun.
has it out for me. That's what it is, Finley. Twitch is pro indie games. They don't like D&D streams.
They've
Because there's only like 40 indie game streams at one time, and there's like 500 D&D streams. So they're trying to.
they're also just
Fix it.
allocating all the bandwidth to the critical role.
Yeah, it's all going there.
Yeah, all the bandwidth's going there, dude.
It's our competition.
That's our competition. Yeah, we're competing against Critical Role directly. They ought to know who we are since we're so popular and everything. I mean, we have a D&D stream. We have a popular podcast. We're a D&D powerhouse that they should recognize.
Yeah, we need that Critical Role raid. That's what we need.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
that Critical Role raid. Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
We'll get back to D&D in a second, but I've been a Twitch streamer now, like where I do a lot of it just for like a year
Yeah.
now, and I've
Yeah.
learned a lot of things.
Yeah.
I learned what a VTuber is, for instance. One of the recent.
You didn't
things
know
I
what a
learned.
VTuber was?
Not until I started doing this.
Okay.
I've raided some people in the past, and what they'll do is they'll be like, "Oh, thanks for the raid. Here, let me give you my trailer." And so they push a button on their stream deck, and it'll throw up like a trailer, like it shows like it'll
Clips
be
of
like
them
little
playing.
clips of them playing games,
Yeah.
making goofy faces and shouting or whatever, during a stream.
Yeah, the highlights.
Yeah. It's like I've never seen that before, and about
never
a lot of
seen
people
that
have done it. A lot of people have done that.
There's
it's
a guy.
unique.
There's a guy I watch. Well, I don't know who he is. Jenkins Dota. That guy gets a ton of viewers, and at the end of every single one of his streams, he just picks a random category and finds someone with no viewers and just raids him with thousands of people. And then he just sits there and like he sits there for a second and like catches their reaction, then turns his stream off.
I just try to find someone that's like, I try to find someone where the raid actually means something. Like you don't want to raid somebody who's got like a 2,000 people or whatever, 40,000.
Well, yeah.
You don't mean anything. Then they're just like, oh, thanks. Sometimes don't even recognize you.
The Jenkins ones are great because like it'll be somebody who's just like sitting at their computer, just like, yeah, guys, saying and then like, bam, 6,000 people come into the stream and they're like, what's happening? Where are all these people coming from? And their chat just goes, whoa, just starts exploding and they're freaking out. It's great. I was watching one where this dude was he found this guy who was just strumming on the guitar, not even playing songs, just like jamming, and he hits that and the guy loses his mind. It's the best thing ever. Oh my god, who did that? They can't even see who rated him because it just disappears instantaneously behind a wall of thousands of people being like, oh, your guitar's sick, bro. And I'm sure that just tapers off, just wham, down to nothing again real quick.
And then 5,950 of them leave in the first 5 minutes. Yep.
It's exciting for the first bit, though.
It's good. It still works into like the average. So like whenever you're trying to get partner or affiliated or whatever, having one of those big streams, it kind of bumps you up a little bit. So they really help out.
You should raid me.
Christopher Odd streams in 4K. I don't know how he has the bitrate for that. Crazy. I was watching someone else that was streaming in 1440, and there's a max bitrate of 6,000. You can go a little higher on that, and it has to be. I guess I don't know. I have to look and see if
my trailer could be a rant.
Work.
I don't rant as much when I'm playing games, unless I'm playing with Michael.
Your trailer absolutely should be a rant.
Yeah, it should be. I don't rant when I'm playing other games. That's a bold-faced lie.
What are you talking about? I don't play that many games with you.
Exactly. When I do, you know what happens? You rant.
He's been in the Discord when you're playing Dota.
Yeah, I listened to that recent podcast of yours.
Oh yeah.
And I have found out that Eric and I disagree on 90% of the things that he mentions on that podcast. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. He views D&D his way, and I view it my way. Both are right.
Well, you should come on the podcast then.
I've been on the
He has.
podcast.
Again,
Still wait. I'll come next time when I get paid for the first 2. Then I'll be there.
we haven't paid at all. You want me to Apple Pay you $1 or something?
You can get. I'll tell you what. We'll give you 50% of what those podcasts have made so far.
Yeah.
A piece of
Hey
the
now.
proceeds.
Hey now.
All right.
Eh.
I went in on that stock, the Rules, Jewels, and D&D School stock.
You want a stock option?
Some options for you.
Yeah.
Listen, you become a regular member, I'll give you an option.
How much people?
That might be who I
I
was. Yeah, right. That might be who I was watching.
I stream the podcast in 4K for sure.
I did have
much
one thing
people-
I agree with you, Eric. Actually,
What?
now I remember. You
Oh, hit me.
mentioned
I love
about
this kind of feedback.
when you do a big campaign. I like little stuff. You know how I like changing it up. I
Yeah.
like throwing in one shots every once in a while. I like throwing in round robin things. One of these days we'll get to do one.
Yeah.
But you mentioned like when you do a long campaign, it's nice to wait a good 10 episodes or sessions before you start getting into backstories. And I wholeheartely agree with that. Because, because like, not only like if I make my character, not only do I not care about my character the first couple months, no one else does either. So it kind of
Absolutely,
eases you into that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, see? Then we agreed on something.
Yep. Everything else, you're wrong, but that's fine.
This completely subjective thing. You're wrong.
Oh, so was one thing that was wrong. I didn't like, and I was going to say something about it, and I forgot, but I remember now.
All right.
You said you're fine with DM fudging numbers, which is fine.
Yes, absolutely.
Perfectly fine with that. And you made it out to be like you're okay with like lots of fudging. Whatever makes the battle interesting, whatever makes the session interesting, whatever ends the session on a high note, fudge it
Absolutely.
up.
Yeah.
That I don't agree with. Because there's a line. When do you go from playing a game to just sitting around playing a story? Like what do we have a dice for?
So like, here's the thing. And Isaac said the same thing. The thing is that the players honestly wouldn't know. Like if you never said anything, if
It doesn't
I
matter
never
what
even
it
brought up
doesn't
that I
matter.
did
It doesn't matter whether the players know or not. That was your argument. Is that the players don't know? That doesn't matter.
Players don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because the point is you want it to be a game still, and you want it to be like I want to play a game. I'm not here to just play story time. We can do that. We can go play 10 candles and play story time. But I'm here to roll dice and let the consequences happen. I want my character to go out in a blaze of ones and die.
Well, like
in
I
a
would
fumbly night, and I'm fine.
It's like a toss up. In the first
That's
so many
stepping his toe.
sessions, I would fudge as many numbers as possible, not to just completely kill someone's character for no reason. Especially like if I had them write big backstories and stuff. Like, you know how much it would suck to be like, "Hey DM, here's my 10-page backstory," and I'm like, "Oh, sick. Okay, cool. We'll get into this second episode. Oh, I didn't balance that fight right, so you're dead."
Yeah, it's for the first few. Like
wham!
it's easy to throw in like monsters that don't kill, or monsters that like they just like non-lethally damage you, like little thugs that come along and whack you in the back of the head with a bat, or
Yeah.
rats that just nibble on your toes. Don't throw the bad stuff until a little later, but yeah, I understand that one.
Like I wouldn't do it once you're higher level. I'm not gonna fudge enough numbers not to kill a character or like do it in a way that is obstructive. But there's a lot of times where you're like, especially if you have something important for a character to do real soon, I don't want to like kill them for no reason, especially if there's something right around the corner.
That's right, Isaac.
Like
I
like-
don't think you want to get Eric started on why you died.
oh yeah, if we were gonna get into you dying, that was completely your fault. Do not even try to blame anyone else. We even spent role-playing time trying to convince you not to go kill yourself, and you walked up there and you were like, "Suicide time, baby." But like when Francisco's character died in your campaign, it was fine that he died. Joe killed him. That was hilarious. But like if you had a huge story revelation for that character and he had written a big backstory, I don't know if he did or not, it would have been trivially easy for you to come up with a reason that he didn't die in that moment, and then you could have played out that story arc that you wanted to do.
Yeah, but a player for me as a player, I don't ever want to be like, I don't like it whenever the DM puts the gloves on. You can usually tell when
You can usually tell, yeah.
And I don't like that. I'm okay with getting the beat down if I deserve it, or not.
Or not.
That's part of the game.
Yeah, that is part of the game for sure.
And I have learned over the years that, as Holly says, character development I think is more important than the story. Later on, but I think the first bit of the campaign should kind of ease you into the story, get you into the setting so you know the world, get the players to care about something and care about the characters, and then you can start working into the.
That was my thinking. I've gotten a lot of that from Sly Flourish's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He did an episode about like being direct with players, like if they're not getting a hint, don't just let them pass it up, just like tell them. And like I took that to heart big time. I thought that was like a very good piece of advice to like keep things on track.
Yeah, I'll just give the hints more overtly from a different point of view.
Yeah,
later
like
on.
yeah.
This sounds good for a podcast.
Or I'll just wait for chat to say something, and then you guys realize that the guy that the docs, that was the passcode. You know, things like that.
Yeah, you know, the chat is great.
Hey, I did not even use chat for that.
I love reading the chat and getting stuff that I'm not seeing. That's fantastic too.
It does add a little extra to a D&D night with having a chat.
But you know, come on the podcast and we can talk about all this DM stuff.
All right. Well, you know where my mailbox is.
You should have me go on the podcast. We can talk about Atrix.
Next week's recording or the week after?
I don't know. What are you going to talk about?
Well,
about things that I care about.
We can just move whatever topic to be the topic you want to talk about.
Oh, I'm a topic setter?
Yeah, you can set the topic. We're running low anyways. We've only got 3 topics in the bank.
We still haven't gone through a lot of classes.
Well, there's a lot of class breakdowns. I don't want to do like 5 class
breakdowns. I think if we sat down
row.
for 5 minutes, we could come up with another 20 topics. I think we'd be
okay. Maybe. I need a suggestion. You need to put a podcast suggestion box in this Discord. That'd be good.
Have David come over and we can talk about Atrix.
So anyway.
Wow, brushed over that. Man, that was fantastic. Expertly executed right there, Isaac.
One more minute of chatting because an ad just started.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Ads breaking it up. Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be just a rant fest between me and you. It'll be great.
Oh, you guys enjoy that week? No, just kidding.
Me and Joel will sit there and stare at you.
Yeah.
Keep me out of the rant ones.
I talk the most anyways. Every time I load the waveform, I'm like,
I don't think Joe said anything last time. I don't think he said a word. He said hi. He said Craig. And then that was about it.
Craig. And then he just hung out.
Then Eric yammered on, and I was like, what is he saying? It's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's all wrong.
It's okay to be wrong.
Well, it's subjective, so everything's right and wrong at the same time.
It's Schrodinger's opinion.
Yep. We're in a quantum state between right and wrong at all times.
Holly, you should be. I think you don't get ads because you're a mod.
Oh, I don't get ads either.
Moderators and subscribers. I should say that after the ad's over.
That way people can try to hit you up to be a moderator. Hey,
I can be a moderator.
All right, ad over.
Mod. I said the S word in chat earlier and it got blocked.
No, you don't get you don't get a mod. You're a troublemaker.
What are you talking about? I gave you my Bezos bucks.
Well, if you don't want any ads, then you have to give them to me again.
Well, I'm good until the 27th of this month.
Oh, no, is that
like
true?
A rundown.
Oh, sorry, Harley. Never mind, Harley. Never mind, Holly. And Harley. I thought mods didn't get ads, but I was wrong.
Dang. They don't serve ads to the TVs, the Amazon Fire TVs. That's the bonus.
Okay. All right, anyway, you guys are in town, and you are chatting about a key you found in Elwindith's room. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess you could show me the boat. Yes, I can at least take a look, although I don't know if I'm going to get very close to it.
They, Suzanne is like, well, I'll go and I'll point it out, but in case there's any trouble, I need to not be seen by these folks. had a little bit of a run-in
Sure.
with the captain. Well, first he was first mate. Now he's captain.
It's okay.
Interesting.
So she
I'll try to
leads
protect
you
ya.
down the road, and to the edge of the docks, and she points it out. There's a whole bunch of boats. There's probably 3 dozen boats all together in this bay. There's only 6 of them that are actually docked at the pier, but there's another 30 out there in the bay. And she points out one that's out in the bay, and it's kind of a typical sloop. Nothing too big. It's smaller than when you guys were on before. A single mast with the front and a single masted ship.
Okay.
And she points at that one and says, "That's the one I saw her on."
All right.
She and the others were rowing out to it yesterday.
I'm gonna try to find a spot where I can go unseen and pop out this new spyglass.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
cursed spyglass, and you lose an eye.
Yeah, it attaches to your eye permanently.
Give me a perception check.
What do I get? Like advantage, or does he just lower the DC?
I'm just gonna lower the DC.
10.
So you can see that it's looks like they're very busy on deck. You do see Elwindith on deck of the ship. She's back of the ship near the wheel, talking with whoever's on the wheel. There's a lizard folk standing on the wheel. Diverse crew of humans and elves and dwarves and gnomes, and you see a whole bunch of folks that are not getting the sails ready, but there's a lot of movement going on the deck. Not enough to really tell what's going on, but just a lot of activity.
So, when we first met Elwindith, you told me that I noticed something about her, that she was like watching or being aware of her environment. Does seeing this on a pirate ship mean anything to me with that?
What you got before is that you were around a lot of rogues and a lot of thieves, and she had the eye, you know. She knew what to look for.
Gotcha.
Her eyes darted around, and without it's the average person wouldn't have seen it, but you picked it up because you are of that sort.
Okay, so now I know she's a pirate.
Or thief, rogue.
Okay.
Would also explain why she doesn't know how to use a war hammer very well. Doesn't explain why she had a war hammer. It explains why she doesn't use it very well.
All right. I'll come down and tell them I can see her. She is on the ship, but couldn't really tell what's going on. Didn't see any holes that this key looks like it would fit into.
You're telling me you didn't spot a keyhole in the exact key required through your spyglass?
So I don't know what to do with this key, but if you want to keep it or put it back is up to you.
Who are you talking to? One of them?
Yeah, Roland or Jinshai.
Roland says, "Well, I don't know. I was hoping maybe you have an idea. We can put it back, I guess. Someone may come looking for it."
Indeed. Could stake it out, I guess. Or put your own trap in there.
Well, I don't know how to make a trap. Do you know how to make a trap?
I can probably do it.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. I think.
What kind of trap would you like?
I don't know. I don't never made a trap.
What goal are you trying to achieve with this trap?
Well, it's something weird, isn't it? I had all this nonsense on the boat, and my friend is dead, and so many people died, and we don't really know what happened. And well, I thought maybe it was something. I don't know. I'm just curious, I guess.
I'm curious as well, but I also don't want to go, well, poking a hornet's nest when I've got enough things to do. It's
Well,
not as if that boat is in dock and we could just sneak on board. We'd have to row out there
Well, there's a lot of pretty busy out here. We probably could sneak onto it. Well, I couldn't. Could try.
Do I think that that's even possible? Like, I know there's a lot of boats out there, but it's not because it's not in dock. We'd have to get a rowboat and go up to it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that seems like
That seems real
not a
dumb.
thing. You could maybe
Actually, I'm
sneak
hungry.
on board, but with no way to get out quickly, that seems like a very dangerous idea.
All right. Well,
I'm very curious, but not curious enough to risk my life for it.
well. Okay. We'll go on our way then. We'll just put the key back, I guess.
That's probably
Right.
for the best.
Okay. And they're gonna go and let's see.
Wait
no-
a second.
Hmm?
Eru, who did they give that urn to?
I don't know. Entar said he would know the ship, but
What if this is the shit? And this is
well,
the
if we can
key.
find Entar and ask him if it's in dock right now,
Give me that key.
hand him the key.
I'm hanging on to this. Let's go talk to Intar.
Okay. Go find Entar and see if he sees the ship out there, I guess.
He is in the inn with his crew again. And last time he said one of his crew might have known the name. And he's a Sillet, who you guys talked to before.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah, I know the name of the ship. It's called the Shark.
Is that the name of the ship that she's on?
No. It's not.
Is the Shark still in port somewhere?
It's not.
I think you said that last time.
Well, didn't know if it had come back in the time that he had been. Okay, so it's the Shark.
Hey, JD
Can
Pittner.
I?
Thanks for the gift sub.
What?
Can I find the dockmaster?
Yeah. Easy enough.
I'll ask him. Do you know a ship named the Shark? I believe. Do you know? Did it put in a route plan when it was leaving?
Let me check. And he goes into his room and he flips through his big book. And his name sounds familiar. Let me look. Yeah. The Shark was here. Looks like about a month ago was he last here. Said it was sailing for Dreadsilt.
So, do I know anything about Dreadsilt?
It's pirate town.
Sounds pirate town.
It's an independent town.
Independent. Yeah. Free trade kind of place. Remember the city in your campaign that got nuked? Kind of like that.
Okay. Thank you. Do you know if it's coming back anytime soon?
He flips through again. Well, nothing on the list, but it looks like it comes in. About once a month comes in.
And you said it left about a month ago?
Yep.
But you don't have anything specific for when it is due back?
No schedule. Just run by. Merchant fella, I think, who runs that one.
Do you know his name?
Oh, his name was Frannick.
Captain Frennick?
Frannick. Yep.
All right, thank you. All right, I will tell if anyone who wasn't there. I will let them know. It's maybe due back soon, but I don't know if that changes our plans to try to find your sisters or not.
The CERN's pretty important. We got a chance to get that back.
I mean,
Not worth it, but
it's a pretty slim chance, I would think. If they had it, they probably do not keep it on board the ship always.
you're right. Yeah, I want to go find my sisters.
Well, we'll give it to
Especially-
tomorrow,
especially-
maybe. If we are lucky, it comes back, and if not, maybe we just go.
That sounds good. I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Oh, okay.
What time is it in game?
Late afternoon.
I will go back to our tent and I will start praying for a while.
Is there anything in
Okay.
this town that offers like fine food?
There's like there's a cook shop tied to
Any
the
sort of
seafood.
like specialties or anything, or is it all just pretty?
Everything here is there's one like decent sized like food shop, and it's a fish shop.
Is it Michelin starred?
It's nothing like fine dining, but it's
There's no like oh, if you ever go to Port Illen, you got to check out the whatever they make the greatest chocolates or something. I
give
don't
me
know.
give me a history check. Let's see if you know that. Pull up my notes for old Illidan here.
History.
The ring that I have, which one's the one that looked magical? Was it the...
It's the one that I had.
Unnatural 1 for a
Never been
total
I
of
have
2.
it.
Yeah, not sure. Seems like a lot of fish. Town smells fishy. People selling fish. Looks like there's some clams and mussels and shellfish. Seems to be the thing.
I will go while he's doing that. I want to go and find. I'll go to Susan, the general store owner.
Okay.
And ask her, like, is there anything in town that is particularly good to eat that maybe isn't seafood?
Well, if you'd been here a month ago, yeah, we get a lot of trade from the mainland, but since we got cut off, just fish around here.
Okay.
All of our
Nothing at all.
all of our beef and our chicken supplies all been cut off.
Nothing you have maybe in stored.
I'm sure I can find some jerky.
You are saving something good for.
I can get you some jerky if you want something that's not fish. That's about it.
That's okay. Thank you, Susan.
So which was the
What do
ring
you-
that looked magical? Was it the gold or the silver?
Neither of those look magical. Your halfling friend has the one that looked nice.
God dang it, Eric. Give it back.
I said that, but you didn't believe me.
Well, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
go
I
hunt down
didn't.
Sunny Cheeks.
Sunny Cheeks is in his tent, hanging out, going to sleep, dude. Sunny Cheeks, you guys were like, we're gonna go look at a boat, and I was like,
Pass.
I don't know anything about anything you're talking about. I'm just gonna hang out for a minute.
All right, I'm gonna go find Chen. I'm gonna hunt him down.
Okay. You guys standing at the
Sneak up
docks.
some of that ring.
You see as you're standing there, a boat comes in and docks, and the docks are filled up. We'll get you in a second, David. But it still comes in like as close as it can, and somebody hops out, and, like splashes in the water, and comes in and runs past you guys, and runs towards where the sheriff is.
Do I recognize either the boat or the person?
No. No, in fact, there is no colors, no flags, no symbols at all.
I will try to stealthily trail them and then try to eavesdrop outside.
Okay. You can stand outside the sheriff's building. Try to listen.
Yeah, like near the entrance or whatever. But
Okay. Give me a perception check.
10. I am rolling so good.
Your passive gives you hear the word havoc. And you hear the word gone, and you hear the word Lamu.
Got it.
Havoc, you recognize as a town that was on your map.
Oh. Where was that in relation to the lighthouse?
It was so the lighthouse. It's north, a little bit east and north of the lighthouse.
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
And we are currently like
You're pretty far east.
Far east and a little bit south, right?
I think you're a little bit north.
Oh, are we? Okay. Do I know if it's on the same like bank as the Port Illidan?
No, other side. It was in nearby all those. There's a few towns kind of sprinkled in there. It's the one that you guys kind of like your last chance spot to stop off at before you decide to keep on going to Port Illidan. In those sort of piratey shoals. So it's north of where the big tidal wave began, where Gezron left the ship.
All right. I'll go back and report to them. It sounds like there's maybe another town that is gone. They are proclaiming Lamu is back. Yeah. It's a bit of a mess, it seems.
It does seem that way.
Okay.
I'll just
Zurich
keep
mid
an
walk
ear out.
through. He's gonna go to the library instead. He's gonna look for magic
And
rings.
there is no library in this town.
Is there a bookstore?
No. Books are pretty rare thing to find around here.
Okay, never mind. I'm going straight to Sunny
They're going to be
Cheeks.
handwritten. So if you've got a book, you've got something nice.
Would you even know that I had it?
I'm the one that gave it to you. I'm pretty sure.
He's looked at it while you were picking it up.
Ah, gotcha.
That's how he knew. As he saw the glimmer of some writing on it.
Yeah, I'll go straight to Sunny
I'm
Cheeks.
surprised he's not an eagle man, and since his vision's so good.
Well, he's down to the ground. He's only 3 feet tall. So like when
you're
you
right,
bent,
you're right,
well,
you're right.
same size as you. So just looking over your shoulder.
Yeah. Fidgeting is allowed, but not ASM. Everything that's fun to fidget with makes noise. That's why it's fun, because it
Okay. You are at the Sunny Cheeks tent. Sunny Cheeks Villa.
Perfect.
Senior Sunny Cheeks.
All right. I
Senior
walk
Sunny
in.
Cheeks is asleep. You walk in.
Well, yeah, it's a tent.
How rude.
You're asleep. I won't wake you up.
You're a druid. Do you have a tent?
I guess you're right. Would I have a tent? I'm just sleeping out in the open, dude.
Even better. Okay. I'm gonna
I wake up and I kick him.
grab the ring, but I'm not gonna steal it. I'm gonna borrow it. I give it back. I
It's
promise.
like on my persons. I don't have a bag. Like, I couldn't carry a bag even if I wanted to carry a bag.
You know
I
what?
literally do not have the carrying capacity.
In fact,
care what
that
Sunny
ring
Cheeks-
is really weighing me down.
that ring's pretty heavy, dude, actually.
Well, I'm gonna wake up Sunny Cheeks. I'll apologize, but I'm doing some research. The ring that you have is. I want to do some research while we have downtime.
How you...
Do you want to join me?
I mean, I can join you, but what research are you going to do? Have you ever been to this town?
The ring seems magical, and I wanna see what's magical about it.
Well,
It's got some sort of engraving. I'll show him why I think it looks magical.
I mean, yes, I know it looks magical.
Nothing about it looks magical. I should
Nothing about it looks
emphasize.
magical?
It's
Oh,
nice
okay.
looking. It's very nice looking. Your Arcana check does not tell you if something is magical or not. It just tells you if it's
Okay, I
nice.
was about to say.
It's
just
nice and
nice.
detailed. It's potentially magical.
It's potentially magical.
It is nicer than just like your standard band on the street. So it's either magical or nicely crafted.
If it's magical, we can find out. I can find out later.
Can you?
Where are you going to research? Explain to me how you're going to research.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Saren probably has something that he can help with the situation.
He's sitting outside of his tent and he just goes.
Maybe Arrow could do something.
Once I can get
He's
a
a
long
smart man.
rest in.
Yeah, if I can do it if I just get a long rest in.
You think he? Okay. I'll let you be then. We can work on it tomorrow. If that is what that is what you prefer.
Why'd you wake me up then?
Well, I figure we could work on it now.
He does this in real life too. I mean, I sleep and he's like, Dad, where's my pants? I was like, I don't know, look in the laundry basket.
Where do pants go? They're either in your room or they're in the laundry.
Or they're on your legs.
On
Did you
your
look on your
legs,
legs?
I do not do that. Spitting out lies.
He came over there and woke me up. It's like, I want to talk about that ring, my guy. I want to talk about that ring. I can need that ring. I'm going to do some research. And I'm like, what? What? Why? What kind of research? I don't know, man. I just need that ring in my hands. You know what I'm saying? I got to get that ring on my finger. Joe's about to fall asleep over here, dude.
All right. We're chilling for the rest of the night, I think.
Okay, night
Alright.
goes on. Morning comes.
Keeping an ear open for any more.
You
urgent
in the
Lamu
morning,
talk.
you hear the murmurs about Havoc being hit by another wave. Town's gone. Not everyone is mentioning Lamu, but you do pick up the occasional like Lamu. But most folks are just like, it's gone. Are we gonna be next? That's 2 towns in like 3 days, 2 days. That's been swept away. It's gone. No signs of Havoc anymore. And you get the gist of it is a big wave came in and just wiped the town out.
I thought Lamu was at SeaWorld.
You're in the splash zone.
You're in the splash zone. That's what those cities were. They were just in the splash zone.
So, you get your long rest.
Long rest.
It's about midday for the next day.
Let me get this spell stuck in Kura. Yeah, midday next day.
I will go ahead and ritually cast Detect Magic.
Well, there is
There we
a
go.
magic ring in a pocket of one of your party members. There's also a magic cloak on one of your party members as well.
Hey, that's me.
I'm gonna look over at Eru and go, my eye.
You like my cloak? It's very nice, isn't it?
Hey, that ring over there is got a little magic. in
You
it.
notice that one of the magic things that you had on your person is not there.
Did we have magic things?
You had a magic gem.
You had a big fat magic gem that I had.
Who had that?
I had it. I don't know what you guys did with it after I left.
I think we buried you with it.
I assume Saren took all his stuff.
Oh, okay.
I
You
wasn't
know-
there for that.
Yeah, that's right. He wasn't there that night. But yeah, put it in Saren's pocket, or in his pack. It's not there.
No one even knew about it, so nothing new there.
I'm missing that gem.
Okay. What do you think
Dang.
happened?
I have no idea. I'll start
Who's acting
like
shifty?
searching around, see if I notice anything.
Everything seems to be in. Everything else is in place.
What was that gem?
That was the thing that he ripped out of her chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a
Maybe
little bit
walk
of
around-
dried blood in your bag from where it was sitting.
Maybe walk around a little bit, see if you can pick it up with your detect magic while you have it?
I have an idea. I am going to cast locate object.
Ooh,
How far does that work?
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
You are getting a ping.
I will head to it.
Okay.
I will
Follow me.
I will follow.
In the inn of the Sanguine Seal, there's a ping in the back room of the main room. Main tavern room and in the back. There is, so you've got the barkeep at the front, busy place. And it's like an employee door, kind of like behind where they stash the ale and the meat and all that.
I'll head in.
Okay. You going to try to just go back there?
Yep.
Okay. The barkeep, whoa, not just employees back at that point, sir.
I'm just going.
Whoa. You go in, and there is one worker, just a human female, and she's back there like cleaning mugs and cups. And there's a bunch of kegs back there. There's some boxes of carrots and food and kind of meal prep area. The ping you're getting is in the wall on the back wall.
Every in that wall, back wall.
And the
Oh,
barkeep,
nice.
hey, nope, none of this.
I'll turn to him and say, "We believe you may have stolen from us. Just let this happen, or there will be a scene." And I will go back there and just run my hand over where he's pointing and see if I can find like a hole.
Zarik and Goder. You guys see that he motions to one of the wait staff, and he runs outside the building.
I'll try to block him from running outside the building.
Give me a athletics check to try to stop him.
I will use Call of the Wind to push him back from the door.
Okay.
It's getting real windy in here.
He like opens the door, gust of wind comes in.
Yeah, throws him back into the place.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. You, as you're feeling the back wall, it's just a brick, and you can feel that one of the bricks is loose.
Pull it out.
Pull it out. There's a red gem in there with a little bit of human flesh stuck to the back of it.
I'll grab it and look back at the barkeep. Just stare him down. Where did this come from?
He says, "You got no right to be back here. Get
Answer my
out."
question.
I don't know what that is. Get out.
Very well.
Tell him.
Put the brick back. Pocket the gem and start letting leave.
And
And whenever he grabs it, I want to look at everyone in here and see if anyone looks like, uh-oh.
give me a insight check.
22.
Everyone's looking at you guys, and there's a lot of commotion going on. There is one of the waitresses, or one of the staff, is like acting like she's not paying attention, which does stand out to you because everyone else is kind of freaked out, and she's just like cleaning the table, cleaning the same spot over and over again.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand to go and like rest on her shoulder and like start to pull her to make it.
She
to where
stumbles
she'll
and
look at
trips
me.
over one of the chairs as you start grabbing her.
I'm not pulling hard. I don't want to yank.
She
or
kind of.
anything. I just
She
wanna,
doesn't. You're not the pulling. She freaks out.
Yeah.
She starts stumbling.
I don't like it when people steal from me, especially things they don't know about.
She's like terrified, and as that happens, is the wind still going?
No, it's just like a
Okay.
little burst thing. I'm like helping him up.
Of the town guards come into the place. Like, what's going on here? And that's that deputy looking around. What's all this?
I'll step up to him since he hopefully will recognize me. Don't worry, we were just stolen from, but we've gotten our property back. Everything is fine now, and we will.
Now, I told you
No
when you came
problem.
into this town, none of those weapons need to be drawn, and none of that magic in town. I could hear that door fly open from across the street. He looks around. He doesn't know who cast it, but he's looking around.
Would he even know it was magic?
No,
Just
yeah.
like wind out of
Just
nowhere.
well, I mean, he knows what magic
Yeah.
is, and the door
Yeah.
flung open, and
I'm like helping the barkeep. I'm like patting him. I'm like, oh, that was a big gust of wind when you opened.
he
that
looks at the
door."
barkeep and says, "You all right in here?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know. It depends on what's going on here." And he points at Eru with the gem in hand. And he says, well, let me see that. Well, won't you all everyone come with me? Let's have a chat and leave these people to some
Take
peace.
this one too. This one right here, and I'll have the mage hand pointing at that girl.
And one of the deputies goes over and grabs her, and the other one goes and grabs your arm and kind of motions you guys
I
out.
will-
I'm gonna keep a close eye on
I
her.
will try to like sleight of hand this thing up my sleeve.
Try it. You're gonna have a very difficult check because they know about it since the barkeep pointed at it. Pointed at you.
Sure, but like there's a commotion going on, right?
Right.
And I'm like sleight of hand is my thing. I'm gonna
Right,
try to
right.
hide this.
You're good.
20.
Okay. So he leads you out of the bar and back into the sheriff's office again. And he motions you all to go sit in some chairs he's got at the other side of the room.
On the way over, I want to ask him, like, how is the locksmith's building? Did you clear it out? Is
We'll
everything good
talk
there?
about that after this. Let's deal with this
I'll
first.
look at him, tilt my head. I thought we were helping you out here.
Well, I think you are, but we can't have this kind of commotion going on in town. We got enough problems in this town as it is. We need to keep this under control. You understand?
Right.
So he marches you guys into the office and has you sit down. Oh, sit down. He points. Sheriff stands up. Well, what's all this about? He says, "No, I got this. Just, I'll have it. I'll handle this." And he goes to each of you. Oh, what's all this about? Someone start talking.
Well, you
We're
see,
just taking back what's rightfully ours.
She's like, I don't know why I'm here. I was just cleaning tables. Someone grabbed me.
Because you're stealing.
Yeah, I didn't steal nothing.
Oh, then why did you look so suspicious over there? According to one of my friends.
She looks at her.
According to one.
The Debbie looks at her and says, "What's this about?" She's like, I don't know. I don't have a clue what's going on.
are you really gonna make me do this?
She's somewhat convincing. Looking pretty innocent. She says, "What?" Deputy's like, "Well, what's stolen?"
This gem. And I'll point towards Zeru. That was taken from my bag.
Let's see it.
Oh, I don't seem to have it. Oh, what's this behind your ear? Oh, this gym, right
All
here.
right, now let's keep the funny business to a minimum, please.
Ooh, I like that. That was good.
Sorry.
It does really good.
It's
Whispering
first
to our new friend.
It's like, you know anything about this this gem here? She's like, I've never seen that before in my life. He's like, can I go back, please?
If she's never seen it before in her life, and no one else in the town has ever seen it before in their lives, I don't see why there's a problem here.
I'm inside that girl.
Go for it.
With that. Oh, okay.
She's the
That's
most
beautiful.
trustworthy person you've ever met. He says, well, whatever's going on here needs to stop. He looks at her and he looks at the
You
rest
got
of
it.
you.
Hold on.
Hold on. Oh, all done or hold on? I don't understand your accent.
No more funny business here. We
Nice
got,
weather, you mean?
what you were looking for. Nice weather. That's right.
Oh, you want to know the weather? I can tell you what the weather's going to be like.
Something we had was lost. We found it. No one else knows anything about it, so no one is claiming it is theirs.
Finders
Seems to be
keepers
no
rules.
problem.
He says, all right, well, looks over everyone. He says, I recommend you probably stay out of that tavern. But as long as we can agree to that, you can go on your way. Just keep any of these weapons, any of that mumbo jumbo magic nonsense, keep it out of this town. No
You
need
can't
none of
sleep on him.
that.
Are you really
Just
casting sleep on him?
No.
Okay. please don't. How is the down there? How
He says,
did
you
everything
can
has,
go, and she gets up and she runs out.
Has everything gone okay under the under the town? Is it? I was concerned about that.
He says we sent a few folks down there to check it out. There wasn't any critters, imps, as I think they were called, but man, there was a sight. They walked through there and they went down that path outside, and they said there was this like pile of bones, big statue of bones, and I feel kind of silly saying it, but I don't know, one of the deputies, he has an imagination. He said it's like one of them drawings of Xerix. Remember that stuff you hear about? But that's.
Oh, that's
I'm sure it's something
so silly. So silly.
But weird stuff. They tore it down. They said they made him give him the EBGBs.
Dude, you give me the heebie-jeebies just telling me about it.
I think we are looking to head out today, so we'll be out of your hair. Sorry for any inconvenience we have caused you.
He says, that's a nice looking gem. What makes you think they stole that from you?
Well, because we had it when we came into town, and then
Magic mumbo jumbo kind of helps us find things, and it was in their wall.
We are pretty sure she took it, but who knows why. But if she is ready to leave it, then I guess we are ready to leave her.
All right. I know there's a lot of independent activity west of here, across the bay, and I'll keep that out of this town.
Sure.
I don't need any of this going through here. A lot of weird things out there, and I need to keep this nice small town feel, you know? Does not have a small town feel
like a
at all.
Real small town out here.
He said, you come back in this town in another month, or if you come here a month ago, you'd love this place.
I'm sure.
It's just a phase. Once we get them lizards out of here, we'll be all right.
Well, we may be about to help you with that as well.
He says, all right, you can go.
You mind if I get that gym back, Aaron?
Hold on. Actually, let me try something. I'll say, what, Jim? What?
Oh, here comes another one. Check this out. All right, hit me with it.
Maybe have you checked your pocket?
When did you do that?
You hear from behind you, I told you, none of that mumbo jumbo in this town.
It's no mumbo jumbo. That was not even okay. We'll walk back to the tent. Are we ready to leave?
Yeah.
Check the dock to see if the shark has come in. And
then, no shark.
Yeah, no shark. I think we need to go find your sisters.
Yep. Let's do that.
Okay. You leave the town gates and you pass through what town guard there is, and they just give you a nod. And you head down the road, which normally would take you back to the farmland. There's lots of little towns kind of peppered in the east here, into the Ikora farmlands, I think is the name of the place. Let me make sure I get my names right here. Where Saren is from. He's from one of those. He's from a temple near the Henge of the Moon, which is also in the farmlands. And you get about 3 hours out just walking down the road, and you come to first thing you see is a tower on the horizon.
Do you recognize that?
No, it's a wooden watchtower. And as you approach,
recognize it?
No, you don't.
That's new.
It was not there when he came through before. Pull this thing up here.
Should we
I think we should start being, yeah.
As you approach it.
Can I see what's on the tower with my spyglass?
Spyglass. So you guys are so you're gonna head towards, so you can see, if you see the map, You guys are Port Illidan. The road's gonna go. Well, we'll cover that actually when we get to it first. You're not to the fork yet. So you go about to where that fork is gonna be at. Heading down the road, and you can see there's like a kind of a bit of a hill, and through your spyglass you can see there is a stockade fence and a watchtower on top of that hill.
Oh my god.
You see the banner of Emir, the yellow and kind of a bronze with the pink horseshoes symbol banner on the tower.
I don't want to
Emir.
interrupt this session, but like this map is incredible. This map is like ridiculously nice.
What map?
What?
The one that we're on right now.
Oh, the board,
Yeah, the board.
the village.
Mm.
It's like a raised village with a swamp next to it and a little tavern thing and like a whole like road that goes up to it. This is nice.
I thought he was
So much
complimenting my
better
map
than
for a
this.
minute. I was like, well, thanks, Eric. Never mind. I'll take it back.
You helped make it.
That's right.
Yeah, that map's great too.
So you get to about where the fork in the road is, just before that.
Okay.
And
Can
you
I
can
tell
see.
what kind of beings are on the tower, if any?
Give me a perception check for that. You're still a ways out.
Guidance.
What'd you roll? Oh yeah, you see some horses outside, and you can see there's some humans in the top of the tower.
23.
Wearing
No,
they're wearing
lizard folk.
human-sized folk wearing the armor of the army.
Of the Emir army.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
Looks
sign.
like-
Let's
Looks like
go,
Emir.
go talk to him.
Okay.
Okay, you approach the tower. I have a tower for you here. Where'd it go? I need to start naming these things. I think it was. I don't remember what it was called. So you come across this. You come up to this tower, and you've got a pretty decent sized garrison of troops, cavalry, shield, sword, spear, archers. The whole group. There's probably a good 300 of them at least standing here, which is a pretty good sized army for this world. And I don't know where that thing went. Maybe it's that one. That'll work. Was the one I had in mind, but it'll work. I'll summon you here unless I can find that one.
Small tower fort.
I can move.
Was the other one too
Is
big?
your computer not chugging?
Sorry.
Yeah, the dice were bouncing slow on the village there for
Okay.
me.
Oh, there it is.
Look how
Okay,
smooth it is.
I found it.
No.
Okay, so this one's a little more accurate to what I was thinking. There you go. I got no music.
Waiting for the adventure to begin.
Look how big it is. It looks like Isengard.
That's where they're taking the hobbits.
Taking the hobbits to Isengard.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Okay,
The
so there you go.
hobbits,
You've
the
got
hobbits.
you're in it's still a little bit wooded, but it's more the sparseness of trees, and then you come across this on the road, or just road adjacent, in this tower built on, there's like a rock on the ground. They built the tower on top of the rock, and they built a fort kind of around that. There's a whole bunch of them, and as you guys are approaching, there's a couple of folks on cavalry that come up on horseback, and they come up, and they one of them appears to be a leader, a lieutenant of some kind, nods to you and asks what your business is.
Look up at him and go, right as a Rohan.
Hello.
So that's a mirror, sir.
We are headed towards the henge of the moon, I think.
Yeah, we're going to the church, and I'll point at my shield.
So he looks at you for a long second. He says, "That's dangerous land. That's owned by Tempest. There's no getting there. You're not
My
getting there.
family's out there. I gotta find them.
I wish you luck, but not a safe journey."
What sort of obstacles can we expect?
Well, the lizard folk, they're out patrolling those lands. And there's a lot of them.
This is a new outpost, I guess?
Yeah, and you can tell that it's been very quickly thrown together.
Or there's still humans walking back and forth with big hands full of wood.
Yeah,
Yes, me
yeah.
lord.
You hear the whack, 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 whack as they're still building things. The tower's pretty rickety, but it's got the bones set up, and they're still working on putting things together. It's still a work in progress, but they've got a fortress set up here. He just says, we're not gonna stop you from going that way, but that's it's not safe out there, and whatever you do, you got to stay off the road because they're watching the road close.
About how far away are they from here?
Last scouts reported back they're well, it's about 6 hours.
6 hours. They're that close.
Yep,
Are they encroaching or have they stopped?
they're always encroaching.
Is Tempest known for killing civilians?
They kill everything.
Okay.
We were
Tempest,
told that
what's their
they're keeping slaves.
Yeah, that's we've grabbed a few that have made their way. There's some ambulance sirens going on in the background. What? Let's probably change that. Oh yeah, City Day Modern. Oops.
I can't hear it. I don't have the
It's like,
volume
is
on.
that no, wait a minute. It was like an old like one from the UK.
Well, yeah. That's the sound of the rescue bus coming in.
He says, yeah, we get folks that escape from there every once in a while. They manage to make their way out of their camps. They
Where do they have their slaves do?
well, I don't know. I guess working the farms. They're feeding their armies with them. I guess some of them get sent back to the mines up in the mountains.
You seen any of them with this symbol? When I'll show them my pendant. that I have.
Yeah, we've seen some of them folk.
Do you know where they are?
Well, I think most of them got scooped up. I know there's some that are still out there that are trying to fight. But I think most of them have been grabbed by the lizards.
Do you have
We're trying to
any?
find them. Do you know where should we start?
Says, well, he says, get Geff over here. So the other guy, he's yelling back to somebody in the front. He goes running in, and one of the soldiers comes out. He's unbuttoned. He comes up to you guys. He says, Geff here. He kind of reports back what we've got. We got there's a few folks that have been living out there and have sort of a bit of an underground operation going on out that way. And you recognize Geff. You've seen him. He didn't live at the monastery, but he came in from time to time to do his thing and then go back. But you recognize him from a long time ago. He's a bit of an older guy. He seems to be a little bit older, a little bit too old to be wearing those kind of like corporal clothes. But he tells you that Geff kind of relays back and forth. So he slides in there. He gets information that we can use. In case there's a caravan moving by, we can go strike him. Brave soul.
Hey,
But
here.
yeah, Geff's here right now. He was relaying some information for us.
Yeah, let's go talk to him, man.
And Geff's he's walking up now.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember me?
Well, you're from the temple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saren, right?
That's me.
Yeah. You had a couple of sisters. I don't remember that. There they are.
I do.
No.
Do you have any idea where they might be?
He says, well, what are they? What's the name?
I think it's like Cerula and Riley.
Riley. Okay, Riley and Cirilla. Yeah, can't remember the writing. He says Sarula is well, she's still in the camp. They got her imprisoned in that camp. Riley, well, I don't know where she is. They took her back somewhere.
They have her.
Well,
They have them both.
They got both of them, yeah. He said, we do what we can, but there's no way we're getting in there to get them out.
What do you have a layout of what it might look like right now? Maybe you can. Sarah knows it. You know it.
We can try. At the moment we can't even get even close to that camp. Best thing we can do is just keep an eye on the caravans going back up north. And occasionally something comes out west here, and we try to get that relayed so they can stop them. But we can't risk getting too close.
Where is your military?
He looks around at the 300 people that are standing in this fortress.
Oh wait, I thought they were okay. Never mind. Zurich doesn't say that.
How many lizard folk are there?
Man, there's so many of them. We've been fighting them a long time. Well, I haven't, but well, several years we've been fighting them, and they've never been this tenacious before. And they got something. Something's been power in their army. I don't know what it is. But
I think it'd be possible for a small group like us to sneak in there.
Well, I can get in and out. I don't know about getting into the camp.
I think
I can get you back. I can get you
we
to
have
our.
a few capable.
I can get you to our camp if you want. Come with me.
Let's start there.
You can sneak. It might be dangerous. There's patrols out there all over the place.
We'll manage.
Once you cross that fork in the road, you're in their territory, and I mean they're all over. And they're tough.
So are we.
He said we'd gladly use your help.
Let's go. Let's go to your camp, and we'll make a plan from there.
Okay, we leave just before sunset. Not safe to be walking around in the daylight out here.
That works. Sounds good.
The lieutenant looks at you and says, "You're welcome to stay for the nights, or for the rest of the day. But you've only got a few hours to go."
Looking around here, are there any? I'm trying to look for another symbol like Saren's. Are there any like on the ground? Is anyone else wearing any?
You go into the camp, and go give me a perception check.
Where did he say that their men are going? The fight?
The what?
The Emir forces, where are they going to fight?
They are just holding the line right now. You can talk with some folks, and they say, we'll do it this way. So, Zarik, you go up and talk to somebody, and he lets you know, just this corporal there, standing there, and he says, we're just doing all we can to hold the line. And you can tell this guy's scared. And as you guys get into the camp, you can see there's a lot of wounded in here as well. You got 300 outside and sort of organized, but there's another few dozen that are here getting treatment. The wounds, as you magic users, all of you can find this out. Some of them have like burn marks on them. A lot of them have like their skin started kind of turning black. Like it's like kind of like what Genshai's wound was. It's like that. It's kind of like they got black veins and they're starting to kind of necrosis is kind of starting to set in. Some of their limbs. Which everyone give me a history check. Those that are from around here. And then David, Zarik, you also your insight is your insight's terrible. Never mind. You can roll me insight if you want.
I roll it, yeah.
Okay.
16.
I roll an insight.
Okay. You know that you've been fighting the Tempest a long time. They've never really done much. You've kind of fought. Emir's kind of fought Tempest along the mountains.
The
Tempest, which is the name of the lizard folk, came through the mountains Most of their stuff is on the north side of the mountains. They came through the mountains and attacked, but Amir's been able to hold them back pretty well. And it wasn't until recently that the lizards are just tearing through everyone. And actually, very, very recently. And even with your bad insight, you can tell there's a lot of scared people in here, Zarik. Like they don't want to be here because they know they're not much of a defense. Like, and you get the idea that if Tempest decided to come this way, they wouldn't do much. They just slow them down.
Tell me, why must you be so scared?
Give me a charisma check.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how charismatic I am. Oh, average. I get 14.
He looks at you and he says, it's more than just lizard folk. See, they've got something with them, and we're gonna die.
Can you explain to me what they have?
I wish I could. Maybe we could fight it.
Is it like a weird bug?
No, it's just a, you just feel it when you go out there. Feel it in your soul. Something's not right.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder.
He kind of jumps a little bit.
I tell him, every weapon has a weakness. It's just some seems to hide it better than others.
He nods to you.
Best quote I've said all day.
That's like pat yourself on the back.
Pat
right
yourself
after.
on the back, yeah.
Immediately say one thing.
Pat him in the
Good
back.
job, me. I really killed that.
And
Out
then
of character is a little back.
All right. Well,
Did I find any of the pendants or the symbols?
Yeah, I was pulling that up and I forgot to, so you pick up a few different symbols and you can make out that the humans have sort of the humans of Emir here have kind of a wide variety of deities. Like the elves are pretty specific on who they choose. Like there's some variety, but mostly they stick with Lisserbat and I forget the name of the glass working god. They mostly stick with theirs, but the humans kind of have, you see pendants of all different, you get 6 or 7 different types, different gods that you notice with amulets or just like a patch on their arm. And you see a ring on somebody. You do pick up one more of Mithra, who's wearing the amulet.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a wide variety of different deities in here.
All right, but none that are like lost or unattended.
Items like just sitting in like a pile.
Yeah.
If you give me a persuasion check, I'll let you look through the medical tents and all the left behind supplies.
15.
Okay. Yeah. There's a nurse there, and she motions at the. There's a chest, and yeah. There's most of the belongings. Like there's a couple daggers. There's some letters. There's some rings. There is another amulet of Mithra in there.
I'll say, I know it's a bit unusual, but may I have this one?
She nods.
I'll put it underneath my shirt. Thank you. I'll head back out and wait.
Okay.
Until nightfall.
So you get to, it's about, the sun's starting to set, and Geff comes up to you guys and says, all right, we go. The plan is Our camp is we're going to take the south road, which is the road that goes to the Hinge of the Moon. But we cannot stay on the road. We got to stay off the road. There's a patrol that hits there right at sundown. If we can get there at sundown, we can scoot by there without alerting them. Assuming nothing's changed. And we got about...
Would it be possible to get rid of that patrol? Or would that be bad?
No. He looks you guys up and down and says, I don't want to reveal our operation. We're not too far from there. We're about another 8 hours from there, but if their patrols start dying, they're going to know something's over here.
Sure, okay. Does this guy look like he knows what he's talking about?
Looks like he's not wearing his uniform anymore. He's back into street clothes. He's probably about 50 years old. But he does have he's made this trek back and forth a few times.
Okay. So he seems competent is what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question about this army. Does this army look big to Zarik, or has he been in bigger armies?
The army here at the fort?
Yeah.
It's a decent garrison. Like, it's not gonna go taking any castles, but it's a defensive unit, basically.
Okay. Zurik's been in bigger armies, is that right?
Yeah. Kobolds. Okay. Yeah, you guys typically had a lot of kobolds. Strengthened kobold numbers.
Pack tactics and whatnot.
So, yeah. So,
Okay.
from your days of fighting the elves, it'd probably take about 1,000 of you to get through this fort.
How many are there?
300.
Okay.
So, you head out. You're going to be just on the north side of the road. You hit the splits, the T in the road. The north path goes up to kind of a decent sized town, and then the south path heads to the Hinge of the Moon. That goes through the Hinge of the Moon, and those are like little towns kind of peppered all in here, or Saren does anyway. And this guy tells you the first stop, once we get past that patrol, is a stop at the town of what's the name of this one? Irvuin. Oh, I gotta say these names before I write them in there.
You never learn.
Irvuin. 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 It's fine. Little hamlet. Saren walked through here on his way back through. It's just a tiny little hamlet farming town. And he says, that's the first stop. We've got there's a barn out there we can stay in and pass the day. So I need everyone to make me some stealth checks or survival. Whatever you want to do to tells you he will lead the walk, but if any of you want to keep your eyes out and keep quiet. He knows the way.
Okay.
I can
You go say that he's not as sneaky as he used to be.
Oh yeah, okay. If you want to do survival, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll be stealthing and keeping an eye out.
Oh dang, I shouldn't have been on proficiency in survival.
17.
I got the same survival as you.
Okay, let's see it. Oh no. Well, there's no point in rolling it again.
18 plus 7. 25.
25. Stealth? Is that what you did? Perception.
Yeah.
Okay,
Zarik rolled a 1.
the other two, I want you guys to give me stealth as well.
Zarik rolled a 1.
I saw that.
I'll try to be like
Dang.
going up ahead like a few feet, pulling out the spyglass, looking around, waiting.
Give me a perception check then.
There it is.
12.
Okay, you get a decent way, a few hours out, and you get to where he stops you guys. He does he looks at Zarik for a second, as he looks at the rest of you.
He's always that loud. Sorry.
And he says, "You guys are in not like a lot. There's a decent amount of woods up ahead. And you're in kind of a bit of a clearing. Got some bushes and things. And he motions you all down and says, "This is where they come through. We just gotta wait here." And 10 minutes go by. 20 minutes go by. 30 minutes go by. No patrol.
Is this normal or is this
He's
different?
looking up at the moon and he's looking around. He's like, they're always on time.
Everybody get prepared for something.
Spyglass.
I'm gonna use it's nighttime, right?
All across the
Yes.
horizon.
Nighttime.
I'm gonna give everybody eyes of night. So 300 feet.
Okay, from where you are right now, you guys are in kind of a hedgy area, bushy area. There's a little bit of, he explains this to you, there's a little bit of a clearing, and he tells you that they walk down this clearing. We kind of pass from north to south. And you can see, from where you are, you're kind of up on a bit of a hill, and you can see the road far to your south. And you pull your spyglass out and you look around and you can see there is a couple of lizard folk standing on the road. He tells you that's typical. They stand there. But you've got about 100-foot. What's so funny?
I'm anticipating you being like sand people where I'm looking through the binoculars all of a sudden.
Yeah, come running out.
You got about 100-foot gap of clearing, and then you hit some trees. Not a lot of trees, but like an Oklahoma Park amount of trees. You know,
Yeah.
occasional tree sprinkle.
I
in
do.
there.
Okay.
Can-
Zerk's
Can
gonna
you
do
send
a
me
look
to the
around.
map again?
Zerk's gonna do a look around.
No, give me
Just around where we are.
a perception check.
You want another one from me or just use the one I did?
No, I just went from Zarik.
Zerk will meet.
So 30 minutes have gone by, and he looks at you guys. And he says, "I don't know. I've never had him not here."
When was the last time you were here?
3 days ago.
And you go every 3 days, every week? What's...
Whenever I can get out here. Typically every couple weeks.
Well, this is not great then.
Weeks sometimes.
Should we keep going?
The ones on the road, are they just standing?
Yeah, they got spears, and they're just standing on the road. You can see a glint in their armor. Also,
I
as
ask Error how many.
the moonrise is high in the sky.
Error, how many are there?
Just it's two, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like just the two, which I'll look back at Gift. That's just the two is normal.
Yeah. 2 typically watch the road, but there's more.
I'm gonna start scanning around, see if I can see anything.
Perception check.
I come up to Geff and Eru, who are apparently standing right next to each other. And I go, I can scout up ahead.
Natural
like,
20. 26.
Real easy.
Saren,
Oh,
you're looking through, and across the way, just a little bit to the north, there's a lizard folk in a tree, watching you. Watching your area, your vicinity.
I got one. He's up in that tree. He's
Point
staring
the spyglass over there.
Right at us.
You can see him.
Does it seem like he sees us, or is he just monitoring the
Give me a
area?
perception check. With advantage.
Oh.
Guidance.
If you want to cast guidance, it's going to give your position away.
Oh, okay, never mind. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Although it may have already been given away.
Ooh, 20.
You can see one in the tree. Looks like he's got a bow. And you can see... You just catch the shine of some metal behind another tree behind that one. And as you're looking over there, there's a third one that you pick up also. In the same, about 15 feet from him. The only one looking at you is the one in the tree, though.
He's looking like directly at us, or just sort of going back and forth in our direction?
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he has eyes on you, but he's looking that direction. Your direction.
Okay, I'll tell Geff we may have been spotted. That may be why they are not coming. Yeah, I'll point them out. There's 3 that I can sell. Should we try to ambush them or just go or what?
He says, well, normally there's 4 in a patrol. And if we attack them, we're going to get them, and he points to the ones on the road. We're going to get them in on it. Unless we can kill them quick and get out of here.
I'll look at Zarik. You are a military man, and you know what we are capable of fighting.
I look at the 2 on the road. Can I see the 2 on the road?
Mm-hmm.
How
little
does it look
fleas,
like I can take them?
little fleas on the road right now. They're a good 600 feet away.
How will can I
couple
see how
football
well their
fields away.
armor is?
No, not from this distance.
I ask Aru to hand me the telescope.
It's a spyglass.
Spyglass, whatever.
It's all
I'll hand it to him for a second.
Alright. I look through it.
They are wearing it was like chain. It's got a copper or gold, maybe bronze, a bronze shine to it.
How many does it look like I can take on my own?
You never fought these guys before, but they're pretty buff, so you can hope to be quick. You never fought a lizard folk before.
Okay. I ask our man, how competent are they at fighting without their machines?
Machines.
I was told they have machines of war.
I don't know about.
Some special war tactic.
No, they just don't stop. Like, they don't give up. And there's just like once you take one down, there's more.
What do you mean, no?
Does that sound something familiar to like what the kobolds do?
Like you beat them down and they get back up?
No, they're just relentless.
They don't retreat.
He nods.
Does Zarik recognize that from his home?
No.
It's like something what kobolds do.
No. Like he says, even if there hasn't been a lot of victories, from what I heard, whenever the town of there's a town out there into farmlands where they put up a fight, and the story goes that they just like threw themselves at us. They were outnumbered, and they just wouldn't stop.
How did it go? Did they lose or did they
We
win?
won, but we lost a lot of people.
Did they ever attack again?
He looks at you and says, they took the whole land. They took everything. Yeah, they attacked again.
How long was it before they attacked again?
I don't know. The ones that attacked that town are dead. They're all dead. They all died. None of them ran away.
Okay.
Well,
Sounds like
I'll
they got something.
look to the party. Do you want to try to fight our way or sneak our way? Sort of side-eye Zarik.
They might already know that we're here, so
This
let's
sounds-
prepare for a fight, but let's try to get around it.
It sounds better to avoid a fight.
Okay, I'll take my spyglass back.
Yeah, I'll give it back.
Okay. What did you say the land looks like here?
So you guys are in kind of a shrubbery kind of patch where you are, where you've been kind of walking through here off the road, kind of in the shrubbery patch. You're up on a bit of a hill, and then there's this kind of a path where the shrubs stop, and it's just kind of a taller grass. It's like a 2.5, 3 foot tall grass. No shrubs, no trees, and then there's through that 100 feet out. Then that's where the trees start picking up. So you just have a sort of a clearing. of not a lot of things to hide behind. The occasional bush, but not like what you're at right now.
Well, I
Like
might
maybe-
be able to sneak over there, but there's not a lot there.
Arrow, could you try to assassinate them one by one? You think that's possible?
I would have to get pretty close. They would see me after the first time, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to send you out by yourself either.
Sonny,
Can I tell what weapons they were carrying?
The only weapon you see is the one in the tree with the longbow.
Longbow. Yee.
And he has a you can see a spear on his back.
Okay.
Saren, have you ever found out what that ring does? That we found?
I can only tell if it's magical or not. I don't know what it does.
Okay.
Well, I'll look at Geff. How much longer do we stay here?
He says, I think we need to lay low until they give up, and then we can move. And we gotta maybe they'll resume their patrol, and we can get across then. Because if I was by myself, I'm willing to stay here as long as well. As soon as the sun comes up, we're toast.
About how long till that?
You've got about 5 hours.
All right,
far-
well,
how-
we'll sit for 4.
How far do we need to get before the sun is up?
Well, our place is 2.5 hours that way. He points across the way.
But we got time to wait 2 hours.
He nods.
But we'd
2
like
hours
to
we go.
get a little faster. Maybe wait 1 hour. If we do get across, we can get an hour in and still be able to make it back. All right, we wait.
On that
Just
note,
gonna keep an eye on that. Krog, how are you feeling?
Oh man.
You think you're gonna be okay here in the next hour or so?
I'll tell you in a minute. And we'll end.
Perfect.
All right. I didn't drop a single frame when we came back from the break.
Yeah.
Woo.
It was just it was a 9 p.m. Problem. So it
At
was.
9 p.m. Yeah, too many people were on the internet.
Yep. That's why I stream at 1 a.m. Nice peaceful time. All right, so we'll be back on Friday night D&D next Thursday,
Oh yeah.
and we'll be here Monday.
We're gonna finish
for
up the
a dad joke.
to the end of time on Monday.
I say that as
It is
my...
with that dad joke.
Oh, there we go. Anyone got a dad joke?
I do not have a dad
No,
joke.
I have the
No.
Discord for dad jokes.
I guess I don't have my dad joke screams here. So
Don't
according
worry.
to science, one out of every group has the potential to be a serial killer.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, I threw Jimmy off the cliff just in case. that dad joke at work.
Beautiful.
It's not really a dad joke.
Love
It's more of a, I don't know,
That's a normal joke.
normal joke. Right.
That's just a normal joke.
Well, Holly, whenever I'm sitting here struggling and I can't think of a name, I expect you to just shout out, spend your 1,000 points, and give me a name.
Here, I got one for you. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid for the calendar. Its days are numbered.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. I've heard that one.
All right, we'll be back Thursday, and we're gonna end our exciting Monday days. Right? It's all over on Monday.
I mean, one big giant fight on Monday.
Oh, all right.
We're not playing next Thursday, are we?
Oh no, yeah, right. Thursday. It's Thanksgiving, isn't it? No
It
D&D
is.
Thursday. Good catch,
Oh,
Eric.
yeah.
We're switching back to Friday.
Friday for 1 week.
I got 2 weeks. Maybe I'll get my overlay fixed.
Maybe.
Doubt it.
Maybe, but I doubt it.
I
Or
might
you can
get-
change his. You can change Eric's Discord name to Sunny Cheeks.
Oh yeah, sunny cheeks. Yeah. Maybe. Don't get don't expect anything.
Don't get attached.
Yeah. Don't get attached. Why, you gonna die next week? All right. Bye.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.